Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. I want to welcome everybody to our Fisher/Los Gatos High School music concert. We have a lot of music for you. We're going to start off today with our Trojan Band. They'll be playing 2 songs. We're going to start off with Señor Slide, and then we're going to do everybody's favorite Beatles song, Let It Be. Hello. There it is. Check, check. Hi, everybody. Next up, we have our concert band, which is made up of mostly 7th graders. We'll be doing 2 songs. The first song is called Spy Chase, and the second one is one of the greatest hits from the 80s, Take On Me. One second. Hello, everybody. Next up is our Symphonic band, which is mostly made up of 8th graders and some 7th graders that auditioned into the band. We are going to be performing here in about a week and a half for the CMEA band competition. And so we have to use more lyrical music. I wish we could play Take On Me every single concert. But this concert, we're going to start off with a song called Ravel, 3 songs. Marcel Ravel is an impressionist composer. And so this song kind of has a lot of different lines weaving in and out. And after that, we're going to be doing another song called The Civil War Reflections. We're going to tune first. Thank you. 2. There you go.
All right. Hello, everybody. Fisher, you are sounding fantastic tonight. Can we give them a big round of applause? All right, welcome to the Fisher LGHS joint concert. My name is Simona Freeman, and this is Sasha Stolnik, and we are co-presidents of the LGHS Music Boosters. Wanted to welcome you to the concert, and it's wonderful to see Fisher and Los Gatos High School playing together again. It's been a long time, so it's really fun to see them up here. We wanted just to take a minute to introduce ourselves, welcome you, also thank all of the volunteers that helped tonight, and to introduce to you 2 of the Los Gatos High School students. We have Brody Horowitz and Millie Perud. They have some friends. And they just wanted to give a couple words, share a couple words and experiences of their time here at in the high school band.
Is this too loud? Like, is this a good volume? Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Brody Oliver Horowitz. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. I was once a middle schooler like you guys, except it was during COVID. I had most of my middle school music experience online. Playing percussion online could have been a lot easier. I had to contend with no ensemble playing, laggy internet, and most dreaded of all, smart music. Things were looking bleak, and I didn't know if I wanted to continue my musical journey anymore. Despite this feeling of disinterest in music, I signed up for band my freshman year for some reason. As of today, I still quite don't know why. The week leading up to my first ever marching band camp, I was, to be honest, nervous, as all my musical playing skills had gone in the toilet from barely playing in a year and a half, as well as highly stunted social skills from the year of school I had to do online. The first day I got there, I loved it. And as of today, I still love this program. I instantly felt I belonged. Joining the music program has by far been the best decision I have ever made. This program has become where I've met people who have had a tremendous influence on my daily life. It's become where I've met some of my closest friends today. Never in my entire time at high school have I seen a program foster the kind of community the band has. It's something unique. It's why I come back every year, no matter what. The community happens from practicing together, traveling together, and competing together. Disneyland with the band was awesome. Playing in Carnegie Hall in New York, a lifelong memory. Also, as an incoming freshman, I highly recommend you do marching band. I've grown so much in the activity just from the experiences and people around me. I'd also like to mention, it counts as PE credit. So definitely do it. Please come talk to me or any of my bandmates and ask questions. Be curious. We're happy to talk to you. Anyway, I hope to see at least some of you guys next year. Hopefully all.
Hello, my name is Millie. Like Brody was saying, band is an amazing place to be. Not to mention that you get lots of credits for it with minimal homework. Although band does look good for college apps, it's also a really fun class where I'm able to decompress and I don't need to be stressing about homework or my upcoming bio test. All I need to focus on is playing my instrument. Though the music is fun, the best part about band is the friendships you make along the way. The inside jokes during rehearsal, the hours and hours spent together working on music, and the shared excitement before a concert makes band feel like a true family. I hope that you continue to strive to be a better musician and that you pursue your passion with us in the LGHS music program. Thank you.
All right, so students, I definitely encourage you Fisher students, to to go talk to the LGHS band members if you have any questions. Parents, if you have any questions about the program, find any one of us that are in the orange shirts. We're all part of the Music Boosters, and we would love to meet you and get to know you. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the concert.
Fisher parents, once again, thank you for bringing these kids out and performing with the high school. It is great to show that these students will be transitioning soon to the high school, and it'd be great for them to be able to play with them. We are finishing off today with our jazz band. We're going to do 2 songs. The first one's called It's Had to Be You, followed by In the Mood.
Thank Good evening. Thank you again for coming. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Ken Nakamoto. I'm the director of bands here at Los Gatos High School. The group that just played for us right now, as they're transitioning and getting ready to do the next tune, we combined our Symphonic band, which is our 9th grade band, and then we have Crescent Ensemble, which is part of our non-audition 10th through 12th grade band. The first piece that we just played for you is entitled Fanfare Exuberante, by Satoshi Yagisawa, who is a Japanese composer, and this was originally written for the Miyazaki Prefecture Police Band, and it's a nice, short, little fun fanfare for the woodwinds and for the brass. It's kind of, the way that I described it to them at the beginning was the opening little statement from the trombones and the trumpets back there is kind of like a John Williams type trope kind of thing, and then there's a lot of fun woodwind parts that didn't sound that way at the beginning, and then the amount of growth and the progress that they've made throughout this the 6 weeks that we've had it really, it's come a long way, and it was a lot of fun doing that with them. The next piece that we're going to be performing for you tonight is entitled Earth Song, not to be confused with the Michael Jackson Earth Song, and see, I told you it was going to get them to laugh. I just want to point that out. Score one for me, finally. So the piece is by Frank Tikelli, who the Wind Ensemble did one of his pieces in the fall. It was entitled Angels in Architecture. Frank Tikelli is a prolific band composer. He also dabbled in the choral world as well. So this piece is actually originally written for choir, so there's words to this. I'm not gonna, I don't know if it'll bore, but I'm not gonna go into too much of the lyrics, but at least I can talk about the gist of the piece. And what it really comes down to is, unfortunately, it is a fitting topic in our day and age now, where how war and power and the greed for that can create a lot of chaos and turmoil and destruction, and it can just create a desolate landscape for us as a society. And what's really beautiful about this is the second section, you'll hear it in the clarinet and saxophone part, it'll completely change melodies. It talks about how music can be our refuge and our saving grace amidst all of this. I think what's so special about what we have at Fisher and at Los Gatos High School is the privilege of being able to be musicians and the privilege and the joy of being able to create beautiful and profound and introspective music making and art making that, my hopes as a teacher, just will create better citizens and better people for our society and our community and the greater beyond. So again, I can talk about this a lot and I can get really excited and animated about it. I'm sure you'd rather hear your kids play than me talk. So without further ado, this is Earth Song. last piece that we'll be playing for you tonight is by Robert Sheldon and entitled West Highland Sojourn, which for those of you, know that is a real place, and I don't remember which country, was it England or Scotland? Scotland. My sources are telling me Scotland. And each movement is based off of a very specific region that I think is listed out in the program notes for you to look over. And each movement has a very, very different style. So the first one is more of like a traditional, almost like a march. And then the second movement is this really, really lyrical ballad. And then the third movement is a little bit more of a dance. I think often Leonard Bernstein, I think for those of you that have seen Maestro and know Leonard Bernstein, he would always describe music as one of two things. It's either a love song or a dance. So the last movement is very much a dance, and we've definitely took some time to talk about it at some point. And you can hear the different characters and the different styles within each movement, and that's what makes this piece so much fun. This also means that this piece has more than one movement. So there's two ways that we could go about this. Either just don't be that one guy and clap in between movements. It's just awkward. I wouldn't do it. You're going to be the only one doing it, and then you're going to freak out, and it's not a good idea. Wouldn't recommend it. Option 2, thank you, exactly. It's just weird. Option 2, you have this really, really profound, like, spiritual experience, like your third eye opened, and you thought that this was the most prolific and profound rendition of a concert band piece, that you feel the need to applaud for us, which, again, I'm not saying we'll appreciate it, but I would genuinely appreciate it, and I'm sure the kids would too. So, to your own dismay, however you feel about it, let's just, we'll just go with the flow and figure it out from there. All right, here we go. I'm going to embarrass them more. One thing that has been a true joy of this group is just how far they've come from the beginning of the year to where they are now. The amount of turnaround that they've had, and that's just a credit to just their own perseverance and their own due diligence of showing up, being prepared to rehearse, being prepared for feedback, and just going with it and keep striving to do more and more and more. As a teacher, I couldn't ask for anything else, and it's just been very heartwarming to work with these kids. So just another round of applause for them for the amount of work they've done. Okay, I think I stalled long enough for Wind Ensemble to slowly start heading over, so we're going to do one more quick set change, and then we'll begin the last portion of our concert tonight. Thank you. so this is our wind ensemble. This is our one of the 2 audition-only groups that we have here at Los Gatos High School. The first piece that we played for you tonight is entitled Symphonic for band by Louis Jardin, who was a French composer from the classical period, and then for all of the AP Euro kids that are learning this right now, this was written during the time of the French Revolution. So this was originally written for military band, and because of that, they were playing outdoors all the time, and that's a lot of our band tradition comes from that military tradition. So because it's outside and everything, it's soprano voice heavy, so a lot of high-pitched instruments heavy. So because that was the way that at the time they would use to communicate music in a large environment where there isn't nearly as much acoustics as we have now. And it's a great piece on just talking about form and structure, which this section, and all the developmental and motivic ideas that make music. So it was a fun piece to work on for me. And I would hope for the students as well. So the next piece that we're going to be playing for you is entitled Adoration. It's by a organist named Florence Price. She was one of the first recognized black female composers to have her works premiered by a major symphony orchestra in the United States. That was the Chicago Symphony, I think in the 40s, if I'm not mistaken. And because it was already difficult enough to be a female composer during the early 20th century, let alone being a black female composer at that time, a lot of her works weren't actually published, and they were just manuscripts. And it wasn't until maybe there was a house that was abandoned in Chicago that someone bought, and coincidentally they just uncovered all of these Florence Price manuscripts that we thought we would have lost and never heard before. So this being one of them, and Sheldon Williams, who was a DMA student at the University of Texas at Austin, did a wonderful transcription of this. Organ music, I think, just like choral music, translate over to band very, very well because it's all funneled and powered the same way. It uses air to produce sound. So without further ado, this is Adoration. Okay, we have one more piece for you. No, it's okay. Don't be shy. It's okay. No one will bite. This piece is entitled Urban Light. It's a piece by James David. For those of you that have been to LACMA down in SoCal, you may have seen the Urban Light exhibit. It's just I shouldn't say it's just a bunch of light poles, but all the light poles that are neatly stacked and tightened up together, they were acquired from all over the coast, or over the West Coast. And that's what makes that exhibit, or that piece, so interesting. And this piece is in dedication and in tribute to the lusciousness and the beauty and the serenity, and also the dangers that can come along with just being on the West Coast in California. So it starts out with this kind of, this composer, John Adams, who lives in San Francisco, and he did this piece called Short Ride in the Fast Machine. It kind of starts off with that motivic idea with the high brass, and or in the brass section. I'm going to take a second to be a nerd for a second and let you all know that at a certain point, for the Morse code people that might know that, I guess, the rhythm in the trumpet part actually spells out California in Morse code. Not that I think I mean, if you figure it out, great. I didn't know until someone pointed it out to me and I read it. And then I've just been completely enamored by it. And then it also uses electric guitar just to kind of celebrate a lot of the rock and roll stuff that's happened throughout the West Coast and over the years music has developed. And then it goes into this windy section where it's sort of alluding to the Pacific Coast Highway if you've ever driven on it, and how there's just a lot of turns along the coast. And there's also imagery of just ocean coming along and almost attacking the coast, and just again how beautiful that could be, but also destructive at the same time. And then it kind of culminates at the very end with like this big rock out section. As a low brass player, I find the trombone part to be very entertaining. So before we do that, again, I'd like to just take the time to say thank you for taking time out of your evening for our concert. It's really special when we get to collaborate with the middle school and get to just see that growth that you can start from 6th grade beginning band all the way to the seniors that are up here getting ready for their next chapter in life in college. And I mentioned it earlier, and I can't reiterate enough, the joy that we get out of making music and the privilege that we get to have as musicians to be able to create art and gather people tonight, like for example, and just share that gift with everybody, and hopefully everybody comes out a little bit more refreshed and rejuvenated and to get through the rest of the week. It's hard to believe that it's already Tuesday, because it really feels like it should be Friday. So without further ado, this is Urban Light. Yeah, it's guitar, so we don't have to be formal. I thought it was funny. Okay? All right. thank you again for taking time out of your evening to come support us tonight. We hope to see you soon, and we hope to see you next year. Night.